Hello, welcome to CJ's with Love. I'm CJ and I'll be leading you through a gentle stretch for your spine, shoulders, and neck today. You can find your way on your mat, brush the grass off if you're outside, and make your way to a tall, comfortable seat and we'll get started. When you've made your way to your tall seat, you can shift side to side on your sitting bones a couple times. Allow the weight of your hips, your pelvis to root you down as you take a breath in, reach the crown of your head up a little taller. As you breathe out, you can soften shoulders down, maybe a gentle sigh out the mouth. Take a few breaths here at your own pace, just noticing the quality of your breath and the speed without changing it. Just notice where you're at today. On your next breath in, grow a little bit taller in your seat, as if a thread was pulling you from the base of your spine up the crown of your head. As you breathe in, maybe you feel the chest expand, rib cage open. As you breathe out, you can soften down. Be aware of any sounds you hear around you in the room, any sounds you hear outside of the room you're in. And from here, begin to tune into the sound of your own breathing. Take a full breath in to rise the spine up even taller, and a full breath out. You can begin to draw a circle with your nose in one direction. Nice and slow, take it easy. Noticing any spots that feel a little bit more free or a little bit more sticky. If you find a sticky spot, you can lean into that, take a breath to create a little bit of space. And as you breathe out, you can continue on with your circle. Maybe your neck is feeling free today. And this is no problem. Once you get back to the center, you can switch sides. Just notice any feelings, sensations. And take one more full breath in wherever you are. And a full breath out. And coming back to center, you can place your hands on your knees. As you inhale, you can roll the hips back, spine forward. Exhale to round through the spine. You can shift back, drawing circles with your torso over the hips. Try to sync movement with breath. As you inhale, you can come forward. Exhale to round back, maybe shoulders draw forward. Take one more breath in on this side. One more breath out. As you come back to center, switch direction of your circles. This can be as big or as small as feels good in your body today. Notice any differences side to side in your body, left to right. Take one more circle here. Full breath out. And with your hands on your knees, as you inhale, you can shine your chest forward, arching the spine. You can gaze up. Exhale to round the chin towards the chest. Shoulders can come forward. Maybe stretching through the back. Inhale to expand forward. Exhale to round chin to chest. One more breath in. One more full breath out. As you're ready, make your way back to a tall seat. Inhale, you can sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, you can float the fingertips down in front of you. If you've got anything going on in the back or the spine, you can keep your back straight. If it feels safe in your body, you can walk your hands forward. Keeping the weight into the hips. Notice how this feels in the hips, the lower body. As you breathe in, you can rise up on the fingertips, halfway lift. When you breathe out, you can fold forward, maybe even drawing chin to chest. Take a full breath in here, and a full breath out. You can walk your hands back to center. Take a breath in to sweep the arms up. Exhale, you can float your right hand down. Left hand can come onto the ear. On either edges of the ear, you can root your right fingertips down. Breathe in to grow a little bit taller. As you breathe out, you can bend towards the left side. Thinking of going up and over, keeping a little length here. Take a breath in to create a little space between the right jaw, right shoulder, and maybe even shifting the fingertips back and forward. You can brighten up the hands. Notice how this feels in your body today. Full breath out with a tall spine. You can slowly release the grip of the hand. Maybe draw your chin towards the shoulder, down towards your chest, and then back up to center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, you can lower your left hand down this time. Right hand can come just over the ear. Root the fingertips, the hips down. Take a breath in, grow a little taller. As you breathe out, you can bend up and over towards the right side. Full breath in. Full breath out, space between the collarbone, the jaw. You can walk your fingertips forward and back. Brighten up the palms, the fingers. Notice how this feels on this side. You can take one more breath here. One more breath out. Slowly release your fingers back down. Take your right hand up and over. You can draw your chin towards your right shoulder. And back down. And inhale to reach up tall. Exhale, soften the arms. On your next breath in, you can sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale to plant the right hand down. Reach the left fingertips up. And then you can bend over to the right side on your breath out. Think of rooting into the left hip. And take a full breath in to lift halfway. And a full breath out to gently lower down. Inhale, float the arms back up. Down by your side. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, this time you can lower your left hand down. Reach the right fingertips up tall. As you breathe out, you can bend towards the left side. Root down into the right hip. Inhale, you can lift halfway. Exhale to gently bend once more towards the left. Inhale to float the arm up. Back down by your side. You can place your hands behind you. Maybe shift the legs out, shake the legs out. Maybe bend the knees and shift knees side to side. If you'd like, you can look in opposite direction of the knees. One more breath in. One more breath out. And from here, cross your other leg in front this time. You can shift side to side on the sitting bones. This might feel a little awkward on this side if you're not used to sitting with the opposite leg crossed. On your breath in, you can sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, you can interlace the fingers, press the palms away from the sky, away from your body towards the sky. Full breath in, grow a little bit taller. Create some space between the hips and the ribs. As you breathe out, you can release the grip, gently fold forward. Again, keeping the spine straight if you've got anything going on in the back. If it feels safe, you can walk your hands forward, maybe gently folding forward. And place your fingertips on the mat or on the floor. Breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale to gently fold once more. And take a full breath in here and a full breath out. Just notice if this side feels any different than the last side. Walk your hands back under the shoulders. Find your tall seat once more. Inhale to sweep the arms up overhead. As you exhale, you can take your right arm underneath the left arm, drawing the elbows together, maybe the palms out in opposite directions. The tops of your hands can come to touch, maybe the wrist, or even right pinky to your left thumb, or maybe palms together in eagle arms. Take a breath in, you can lift the arms wherever you are. A full breath out, you can take your shoulders down, elbows towards belly button. Inhale to lift up, gaze up. Exhale to round forward. One more breath in to lift the arms up, extend both arms out long. As you exhale, you can send both arms in opposite directions. Brighten up your fingers, take a full breath in, full breath out. You can float your fingertips back down. Take a moment to reset, maybe shrugging the shoulders up on your inhale and down on your exhale. One more breath in, one more breath out. On your next inhale, you can sweep the arms up. Exhale to cross the left arm underneath the right. Tops of the hands can come together, maybe the right thumb to the left pinky, maybe palms to touch. And eagle arms, as you breathe in, you can reach up. Exhale to round forward. Inhale to send the arms and the gaze up. Exhale to bend once more. This time as you inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, draw the hands back down nice and slow, as if both arms are being pulled in opposite directions. Inhale, rising spine. Exhale, open heart. One more breath in. And a breath out to lower the hands down. On your next breath, sweep the arms up overhead. As you exhale, you can cross your right hand over onto the left knee. Left hand can come just to the base of the spine. Root down to rise up. Full breath in. Crown of your head can reach up, open through the chest. As you breathe out, you can gaze over the left shoulder. Both hips rooted down evenly. Inhale to grow a little taller. Exhale, maybe gaze towards the left. One more full breath in. Full breath out, seated spine twist. You can come back to center here. Reset for a moment, take a breath. On your next breath in, you can sweep the arms up. Exhale to lower the left hand onto the right knee. Right hand can come just to the base of the spine. Root down to rise up. Inhale, crown of the head can reach towards the sky. As you breathe out, you can gently twist. Full breath in to grow taller. Full breath out, gentle twist. One more breath in. One more breath out. Slowly, gently shift back to center. And take a moment to roll the shoulders one direction, maybe the other. Then interlace the fingers, just draw a couple circles or figure eights with the wrists. As you breathe in, expand the heart upward. Exhale, switch directions of the circle. Maybe your wrist cracks like mine. You can take both hands Rolling the wrists out. Maybe flicking the hands out. And then from here you can make your way to a tabletop shape. With your knees stacking underneath the hips. Your hands can stack under the shoulders. You can have your toes tucked or untucked here. If you've got toes tucked, you might find a little stretch through the backs of the feet. Your hands can be a little wider than shoulder width distance. Index fingers can point forward, fingers spread wide. As you take a breath in, you can lower your belly, open the heart up, gaze forward. Sitting bones can reach up. For a cow pose, as you breathe out, you can round your spine forward, chin to chest, tailbone can draw down. For cat pose, sync your movement with your breath. As you breathe in, come forward, arching the spine, opening up through the front body. As you breathe out, you can round forward, chin to chest, belly button to spine, stretching through back body. Full breath in, full breath out. And take 3 more breaths here. And 2. One more breath in. One more breath out. And come back into tabletop shape here. Your left hand can be rooted onto the mat. As you breathe in, sweep the right arm up and over. As you exhale, you can thread the right hand underneath the left. Maybe right shoulder comes to meet the mat. You can walk your left hand forward, option 1, or you can bend your elbow, draw your hand behind the right hip. As you rest here in this gentle twist, take a breath in, take a breath out, send your tailbone towards the back of the mat, maybe using the elbow to open the chest up. One more breath in, one more breath out. If you've got your hand behind your back, you can send your arm out long once more. One more breath. Exhale, your hand can come under the shoulder, left hand under left shoulder. Press your weight into the hand. Inhale to sweep the right arm up and over. Exhale to plant the palm down. Root your weight into your right hand this time. As you breathe in, you can sweep the left fingertips up and open. As you exhale, you can thread the arm underneath the right hand. Shoulder can come down onto the mat. Option to walk your right hand forward. Or if you'd like, you can take your right hand behind the right hip, left hip. Inhale to create space in the body. Exhale to soften the hips towards the back of the mat. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. You can release your arm. Right arm out long once more. Full inhale. Full exhale. Walk the right hand underneath the right shoulder. Press your weight into your right hand. Inhale to sweep the arm back up. Exhale down by your side. You can take a couple breaths to maybe shift the hip side to side. Option to gaze towards one hip and then the other. One more breath in. One more breath out. You can walk onto the knees with your toes together. You can tuck the toes, maybe even placing a blanket underneath the knees. You can lower your hands down onto the thighs, maybe your hips stack over the toes, chest over the hips. You can have your hands placed on the thighs. As you breathe in, you can arch forward like a cow pose, seated cow. As you exhale, you can round the shoulders forward, chin to chest. Seated cat. Full breath in. Full breath out. This can be a little intense in the back of the feet. As you breathe in, you can sweep your arms back behind you. Exhale to round forward. One arm can come over as a big hug. Inhale, sweep the arms back as you breathe in, chest forward. Exhale, you can round left arm over this time. One more breath in, send your arms back. As you exhale, you can interlace the fingers. Maybe finding a little opening through the chest. Breathe in, grow a little taller. Breathe out, gentle back bend. One more breath in, you can send your arms up. Exhale, back down onto the knees. You can walk your hands back into tabletop, tap the feet out. Let that go, maybe even rolling the ankles. And from here, you can make your way back to a seat. Shake out the shoulders. You can roll one back, then the other, vice versa. You can make some circles with your torso over the hips. And just check in with yourself, check in with your spine, your shoulders, your neck. And take another breath in, send the arms up. As you exhale, you can interlace the fingers, maybe place the hands just behind the head. You can have your thumbs at the base of the neck. Your hands just resting where your spine meets the skull. As you inhale, grow a little bit taller, open the elbows up. Full breath out, you can round forward. Maybe elbows draw in. Inhale to open up, gaze forward. Exhale to gently round forward. One more breath in. One more breath out. You can lower your hands back down. Notice how you're feeling. Maybe drawing some circles with the nose again. Check in with your neck. Be aware if you still feel any sticky spots or if movement feels a little bit more free. My body's feeling pretty good. I do have one little spot in my neck that it's just not quite letting up, and that happens sometimes. Show up different day to day. Bodies will feel different day to day. Movement is medicine. You can place one hand down onto the mat, one hand over your chest or your heart, rooting your fingertips down and your hips down. Take a full breath in, reach the crown of the head up. Full breath out to let that go. Another breath in. Full breath out. One more to inhale. One more exhale. If you'd like, you can draw your hands to your heart, palms to touch. Let us be protected. Let us be nourished. Let the light of our understanding spread without limits. May we always support each other, no animosity amongst each other. Let there be peace within, peace in nature, peace amongst all beings. Loka samasta sukhinu bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. You can bow head to heart. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you're feeling a little more centered, a little more grounded in your body. With love, see you next time.